Hello, lovely people. So it is Tuesday, January 22nd. We were out of school yesterday for Martin Luther King Day. So I basically had a 4-day weekend, and we're going to have a short week. So I have a 3-day school week this week. So awesome. So today, I'm not sure what we're like, if anything special is going to happen. It's mainly just lecturing. So the actual class time right now has been quite boring because we don't do skills. We don't really have lab, like nothing. It's kind of boring. But we are supposed to go to our clinical site this week. So that will be awesome. The first 8 weeks, I think all of us or most of us will be at a nursing home or a rehabilitation center. So that's basically the geriatrics clinicals, and then the next clinicals we're supposed to be at a med surge clinicals. So I'm hoping. However, we have been told that it is possible that you could end up with 2 geriatric clinicals this week, which I'm not looking, not this week, but this semester, which I would not be looking forward to because I did geriatrics last semester. And, to me, what your clinical experience is in nursing school, and from what I've been told by different people who've been through nursing school, your clinical experience is supposed to be your time where you get experience in different types of nursing settings, as well as for you to figure out what field that you want to go into. And it's like, if all I'm getting experience in is geriatrics, it's like, I don't know what I want to do. So now I got to spend like my actual career time trying to figure out, well, I might like this or I might not, that type of thing. And it's like, don't get me wrong, the geriatrics overall, like the big picture, was enjoyable. But as far as for a clinical experience, it was boring because you did the same things over and over and over again. Because the people that are there, they're residents. That's their home. So it's like, you're not there treating them for a cold or a break or whatever. You are there basically just helping them with their regular activities of daily living and things like that. So it wasn't a whole lot to do, to be honest. When you got there in the mornings, you helped them with feeding their vital signs. At that time, we couldn't give medication. So, like, we couldn't do that part. But honestly, by 10 o'clock, we were all kind of just walking around looking for stuff to do because there was nothing to do. So we would go and sit in the patient's room sometimes and just talk to the patients if they were awake. That's another thing, because a lot of times they take a nap. So if they're awake, we would go and just sit in their rooms and talk to them because there was really nothing else to do. So I would really like to get some other type of experience, because I honestly feel like there is a stereotype type of thing that all LVNs can do is work in a nursing home or rehab, when that is not true at all. If you look, especially in Houston, if you look for LVN jobs, you can find them in the emergency rooms, ORs, floor nursing, labor and delivery, pediatrics. Like, you can genuinely work anywhere as an LVN now. Like, you don't just have to work in geriatrics. And I almost feel like that's kind of the box that they're trying to put us into. I don't know if it's one of those things where they're basically doing that so we would go back for our RN. I really don't know. But it's like, I too feel like if someone just wants to be an LVN and they don't want to go back for their RN, that's fine. Like, you need every level of nurses. You don't just need RNs. You need your CNAs, you need your LVNs, and you need your RNs and your nurses. You need all those people. So it's like, give them the experience, or give us the experience of seeing some of everything. Like, I don't want to just see geriatrics. Like, I want to see something else. And that's one of the reasons why I am kind of excited about level 3, because level 3 is labor and delivery and pediatrics. So which means like they have to give us experience with labor and delivery and PD. So it's like, if I'm back in geriatrics for level 3, I'll be like, bruh, just no. Like, now if it's something where you want to go into geriatrics, honestly, doing geriatrics every semester for you may be great, but to me it's not. Like, I want other experience. Like, I want to see and do other things. Like, I want to see what all nursing has to offer, not just geriatrics. So that's my rant for the morning. So I'm about to go in here to class, and I'll check in with you guys later. Hi, lovely people. I'm just getting to school. It is Wednesday, what is today? I have no idea. 23rd. So what I decided I'm going to start doing is just at the end of the week, just do one shorter video as like a recap on what happened that week and stuff like that, because really with school this semester so far, it's pretty boring. There's not a lot of things going on. The only things that we are really doing, lecturing and tests. We are going to have multiple projects, but you know, what ifs. So it's not a whole lot for me to be like, hey guys, we're doing blah 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 blah, because it's like, we're not doing a whole lot. We're just sitting in the class lecturing. So today's my late day, but I did get to school early because I want to read and have a little bit of peace to read, because it's kind of hard reading at home. It's a lot of distractions. So I came up here so I can read. And so today in my mental health class, she has a film or documentary or something that she wants us to watch. So we're going to do that. And I think most likely we're going to have to take notes off of it, because it's probably going to be an assignment. I don't know, but knowing that professor, is probably going to be an assignment. And then the other professor, we just have to go over the last few chapters for our test that's on Monday. So that's really it. Yesterday on Tuesday, lectured all day. Monday we were out for Martin Luther King Day. Tomorrow I have clinicals. So if I can do little tidbits of video at the clinical site, I'll include that after this. But if not, I'm just gonna, like I said, every week from here on out, just do a short end of the week, this is what happened, or type of thing, how I feel this week type of video, because I'm pretty sure you guys are getting bored of just, hey, I'm on my way to class, because it's like, okay, what else is new? You go to class almost every day, so because that's how I would feel anyway. So I just do one end of the week to kind of let, especially my level 1 students that watch this, to let you guys know kind of what to expect week to week on what we're doing. Now, like I said in the last video, some of the stuff is changing. They're changing stuff every semester to try to make it better for the students. But it don't always come out that way. So, yeah. Hey guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and include a clip right now of what my books and folder looks like, as well as how I said I was doing my outline, just so you guys can see that really fast. It's not very much, so I'm gonna just go ahead and include it right now. All right guys, so this is my outline, or part of my outline anyway, for my geriatrics class. This is the book, part of the outline. So basically what I do, at the top is going to be the title. You see I name it Geri Chapter 1, so I know it's Geriatrics Chapter 1, but it is the holistic caring. And so at the top, under just the holistic caring, I just put here the definitions, what all it includes, and some of the key terms that was under holistic nursing. Just the basics. Over 65 includes physical, emotional, spiritual, geriatrics, stuff like that. So that's pretty much all of that. Then I will continue to the next page, where here we have the demographics of aging, and then over here you have demographics of aging. So it's just different things under there that I feel like may be important, or some things that to me this stood out in the passage. So the different, statistics, which she did kind of ask about that a little bit. And then here, you see like just different stuff, about life expectancy and so on and so forth. With this professor, she does like these point of interest boxes, and there are quite a few point of interest boxes like throughout the chapter. Like they're on multiple pages. So what I do is just have one point of interest, little tab or thing, whatever you call it, and then I put the important information under there. So like for this first page with point of interest, it's talking about the age ranges. So you have, like here you can see it, the young old, middle old, elite old, then the life expectancy, and then the leading chronic diseases that affect people older than the age of 65, and all of that is right here. The exact same stuff. It's just condensed from 2 big passages down to this little bullet point. That's all that is. And I did tell you guys I was going to show you my book, because I said I do the little tabs or whatever for my tests. And so basically what I did is, for each test, it's spaced out, and then there's different color tabs. So for geriatrics, we have it's basically a total of 5 tests. We have test 1, test 2, test 3, a final, which is everything, and then a HESI. So for test 1, I use pink and yellow tabs, and they're just staggered. So I know all of these chapters are test 1. Test 2, I use green and blue. So this middle, that's test 2. Test 3 is purple and white. So all of these are test 3. And then, of course, for your final will be everything. So for the final, I will go back and review some things in the book, like what I felt like I had problems with or what I did not do as well on. But I will have my outlines as well. So I will be able to mainly study for my outlines, but I will be able to go back and read and brush up on content that I may have missed or gotten wrong on the test. But that's it. This is seriously all I do. I just do the little things. And then for my mental health book, I did the exact same thing. Test 1, test 2, test 3. That's seriously it, because this as well, these 2 are my 8-week courses. So these 2, we only have 3 tests. The rest of my classes, we have 4 to 5 tests, and then the final. But these 2 is 3 tests, a final, and a HESI. So I just have them separated by color so I know what they are. And then up here at the top, these are just like, basically the blue one is where I stop reading, and then the yellow one was just something that I needed to look over. So that way I know exactly where to flip back to. That's it. And then here are my little sticky tabs. I showed these to you guys, but this is everything I use. These things here, that's what's on the side. These things, that's this little yellow one. And then those big ones back there, that's this big blue one. Like, I seriously just use what's in this pack, and that's it. Like, down to what's in my folders. Let me see. For my mental health, if I can get that out. For mental health, I printed out some of my outlines already. And so, see, I just have chapter 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 6, 8, 9. Like, I printed those out. But I also have these on my Google Docs, so I can go back and fill in, which I've been doing that already, because we did lecture over chapters, I think 2 and 3 yesterday. So I did go in and fill in stuff according to what she lectured over yesterday, because her lecture was a little bit different from these outlines. So that way I was able to have basically exactly what she has in my notes. And that's going to be a major help on my exam. So I would definitely recommend that. If your professor is anything like my professor, pay attention to what she lectures about and what she says in her lectures, because it comes majorly in handy for her tests, because her tests a lot of times are exactly what we went over in the class. Sometimes they're hard to understand, but they're what we went over in class. So If you can put it on your iPad or your laptop or whatever, and then just add in little notes that she says that may not be in your outline, you'll do fine on your test. Trust me. Red lipstick though means I'm feeling myself. No, but hey, lovely people, I'm leaving my first day of clinicals for this semester. Overall, it was your average clinical day at a rehabilitation center or nursing home. We did get to shadow one of the charge nurses today, which he was amazing. He was very knowledgeable. He was very, very, very helpful. He also is a San Jack graduate, so that's pretty cool to see that a charge nurse came out of San Jack. And he remembers all of our instructors, like everything. So I think that's pretty cool. But overall, we didn't get to do very much because with it being a resident or a rehabilitation home, a lot of the patients that are there, that's their home pretty much. So they are just living life, and they need their medicines in the morning, may need to get blood sugar checks and stuff like that, may need help with feedings. That's it. So today I got to see a stoma, which is the colostomy bag, for the first time, which that was pretty cool. I got to see a catheter with with settlement in it, so that was pretty neat. I didn't get to see them remove it because I thought that the nurse had went on break, but he actually went to do something and then he came right back, so I ended up missing that, so that sucks. And then what else I could see? We got to do the period care and different stuff like that. We were going to get to hang IVs today, but it wasn't ready by the time it was time for us to leave, so we ended up missing out on that part. Yeah, other than that, it was a pretty basic day at a nursing home. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna just start doing the end of the week wrap-ups instead of these everyday type of things, but I did just want to come in and say that. I did also want to tell you guys that for my math test that I had last week for clinicals, I did get a 100 on it, so winning, but that's it. So thank you guys for watching this week's video. Next week's video will be much shorter, I promise, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be as much for me to talk about. We just have 2 tests next week and clinicals, and I think that's it. So like, comment, subscribe. Any questions, leave them down below, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.